Meron bang basehan si House Speaker Romualdez na questionin yung loyalty, yung yung katapatan po ni former PGMA po?
Hindi. Ang sinabi kasi ni GMA, di ba, out of the country siya, kaya hindi
Yeah.
siya nag-sign.
Oo.
Ang nangyari kasi dun sa ang resolution kasi ng House,
Oo.
ano yan, nagsisilbing parang sentiment, no? Sentiment ng, hindi naman yan batas, no? Hindi naman yan katulad ng mga panukalang batas. Kumbaga, parang expression of sentiment lang yan ng House.
Yeah.
Ngunit, ang nangyari, nagmukha siyang loyalty check.
Oo.
Dahil lang resolution na yon nagbunga dun sa sinabi nga ni na tinuligsa at may hindi magandang sinabi tungkol sa Kongreso as an institution. So yung mga hindi pumirma, parang it's either you are with us or against us. So na-focus kay GMA. So yun yung nangyari. Matagal na rin kasi, di ba? Sabi mo nga sa report kanina, dati tinanggal bilang senior deputy speaker, tapos ngayon deputy speaker, and then tapos wala na, no? So siguro ito na yung signal na talagang wala na.
Tapos
Kasi wala
panahon
ng
niya.
posisyon.
Isusundatan
Napuno na ang salub.
Oo, susundutin ko lang yan, Professor. Is that normal na humingi ng ganyan, na mag-file ng resolution? Like you said nga, no, it's just really more a parang loyalty check. Is that normal na talaga once in a while, the Speaker of the House passes around that paper, naglo-loyalty check? Gawain ba talaga yan ng isang speaker? Or this is kinda unique?
No, hindi, gawain talaga yan. Pero ito kasi, parang parang nagbunga sa isang press statement ng dating presidente. Dati kasi parang lang, no? Either backdoor, pero ito kumbaga parang walang kinalaman sa yung resolution, di ba? Walang kinalaman sa speaker. Na pag binasa mo, pero actually may kinalaman siya dun sa kung kakampi ka o hindi. Yun ang nangyari. Pero parating may gano'n, no? Yung mga either back channel loyalty check, may mga gano'n na.
Okay.
Kasi I get kasi, and this is not to malign him, but yung mga nangyayari nga po ba ngayon, do you believe that this is already kumbaga, leading into yung presidential election sa 2028, pumapostura na po ba yung mga personalidad?
Definitely. And yung malapit would be the 2025 election.
Yung midterm.
Oo. Alam mo kasi napaka-powerful ng Speaker of the House. Isipin natin na bilyon ng budget ng Speaker of the House, no? So talagang nag-expect siya lagi na loyal sa kanya kasi naman maraming pwedeng gawin ng Speaker of the House sa member ng House, no? Either bibigyan ka ng committee, gagawin kang deputy speaker, at yung pinakamahalaga, yung pwede kang mag-request ng additional budget.
Pero Professor, this is what baffles me, no? Naglo-loyalty check si Speaker Romualdez, yet of course he's also the first cousin. Doesn't it also go without saying na regardless of the president, regardless of the movement there, doesn't the final say, isn't the president always going to, syempre, di ba, the congressman will also have to kowtow rin to the president. So sabihin ng presidente, huwag niyong galawin yan, pinsan ko yan. Bakit kayo, why are you even thinking of removing him as speaker? Doon ako na parang much ado over nothing. Pinsan to, first cousin, can't deny na paborito siya, kaya nga siya napunta dyan And yet, nagkakaroon ng ganitong mga loyalty check.
Kasi parang isipin mo, parang dapat, tingin ko si Speaker Romualdez, gusto niya rin bumuo ng political base. Diba? Hindi naman siya pwedeng mag-rely sa presidente lang. And gusto rin niya, meron siyang pinanghawakan na Speaker of the House ako, I have the full support of my colleagues. Kasi isipin natin, wala naman siyang national base, diba?
Yes.
Dahil,
Tacloban lang.
Oo. So, ang pinanghahawakan niya, yung mga loyalty ng members of the House, ayaw niyang mag-rely lang doon sa dahil pinsan siya ng presidente. Given na alam naman niya na maraming faction sa House.
Oo.
So, kailangan niya laging constantly be assured na kakampi ko kayo.
Mm-mm. And already the power blocks have already since May manifested their full support, no? Kay Martin Romualdez. But ang nakikita ko dito, because si PGMA, aside from the fact that she was a former president, when she was elected into the Congress, she remained powerful. In fact, in 2018, remember yung para mapatalsik si House
Alvarez.
Speaker Pantaleon Alvarez, hindi po ba? So we see now yung talagang yung kawalan na ng she has lost her hold and her power dito sa mababang kapulungan.
Yeah, pero let us be reminded that she is a former president with a
Yes.
lot of connections. She's also very competent, no? Malawak din yung network niya.
Even
na
at
nabuo
76,
dahil-
no?
Oo, ang tagal niyang naging presidente, di ba? So, I don't think yung pagtanggal sa kanya ng pagiging deputy speaker malaking kawalan. Kasi symbolic na lang naman yun di ba?
Symbolic
for
lang
as-
yun, no? Nominal
Yeah.
lang yun
For as long as she remains to be elected in the coming years, she'll remain powerful. And also yung kanyang connection with Sara Duterte is a very good addition to her power base, di ba?
Okay.